After Nagi was forced into an early retirement on live TV, his football career is over for now. You could even say that the aura of death, which followed Nagi like a shadow, symbolized his career was always destined to die an early death. Perhaps Nagi will be reborn as a player one day, but as of this moment, his career in Blue Lock is over. Meaning it now felt like the right time to cover all of his career goals in Blue Lock, at least the ones we see in the manga, including episode Nagi. In chronological order, the first goal we see Nagi score in Blue Lock is when he's on Team V against Team Y. In order to get his phone back, Nagi needed 3 goals and starts taking the match seriously when they're already 5 goals up. Ryo kicks the ball to Nagi, and with both Nico and Zentetsu trying to get the ball, Nagi performs a bicycle kick for his first goal. Nico seems to enjoy being on his knees as he collapses here too, completely broken like he was after Asagi beat him. After that, Nagi scores 2 more goals to win the game, 8-0. Against Team W and the Wanama brothers, Nagi scores the last goal by rolling the ball off his back and then kicking it into the net with the back of his foot. An easy win, but the next match is against Baro and Team X. Nagi scores the 3rd goal to put them up 3-0. Then after Baro annoys Nagi for sending Ryo flying, Nagi scores another to make it 4-1. For the last goal, Nagi goes straight at the self-proclaimed king, showing off with the last second heel trap. Enraged, Baro grabs Nagi, but the genius shoves Baro back and scores the last goal to defeat the king. Finally, there's the final match of the first selection against Team Z and Isagi. After seeing Team Z's first goal attempt, Ryo decides to replicate it and passes the ball to Nagi, who does a jump-in trap, controlling the ball and scores, wondering how Team Z even missed. When the game restarts, Ryo steals the ball from Kunigami and then passes across the field to Nagi, who scores another goal. Later on, when Team Z makes their comeback, Nagi sees Ryo is in trouble and uncharacteristically moves on his own to get the ball and dribbles to the goal. With this awakening, Nagi gets an assist from Zentetsu to score his final goal of the match. During the second selection, Nagi teams up with Isagi and Bachira and faces off against Rin, Tokimitsu, and Aryu. However, they get down 3-1 and Bachira has to pass it to Nagi with Asagi being locked up. The ball is spinning like crazy and Nagi kicks it behind him and over Aryu before spinning around to kick the ball, scoring with a chemical reaction between Bachira and him. After losing, Nagi and Isagi go on to face Baro and Naruhaya. Nagi figures out how to create a reproducible formula to win one-on-ones without even needing a special pass. Just by getting to the ball first, from a pass behind him, he can trap it and do an unpredictable move, which he did to score his first goal of the match. With the defense aware of that, Isagi does a stronger pass for Nagi to use his black hole trap to nullify the ball's movement, and then score another goal. At this point, Isagi continues to rely on Nagi, passing to him again to score their 3rd goal. Then, while Isagi is in the process of destroying himself to be reborn, Nagi scores one last time to tie the game with 4 goals. In their next match against Chiguri, Ryo, and Kunigami, Isagi's pass course to Baro is completely dead, while he can imagine countless ways to score by passing to Nagi, which he does. While Chiguri catches up fast, he can't suddenly turn backwards, and Nagi is able to do a reverse bound trap on the ball before scoring their first goal. After Baro loses the ball again later on, Isagi is already in the right spot and gets it. When Chiguri dashes to him, Isagi calmly passes it to Nagi, who scores his 2nd goal of the match. Then finally, in the rematch against Rin, Nagi realizes that while Isagi and Rin share the same vision, Isagi doesn't have the physique to keep up. Nagi moves to become the missing piece and gets Chiguri to pass to him, who then passes to Isagi. Nagi moves behind Rin to get the ball back. Since Rin is quick to respond, Nagi does a feint to get Rin to miss, and then scores a goal to complete the 2-stage feint volley. After losing, Nagi's next match is against Zentetsu, Nico, and Hiragi, who is a fortune teller. Hiragi has a tarot reading app, and the card Nagi selects is Death, meaning season, separation, and game over. While the death of his soccer career may be Nagi's destiny, it's still too early for that, as Nagi steals the ball late in the game from Hiragi. Since Nagi can't fix his soccer ignorance now, and it's a pain to try, he won't overcome his weakness for now. This leads to Nagi linking with Baro and Chiguri to get the final goal, by almost doing a backflip over Hiragi to score. His last match in the second selection is against a team consisting of Karasu, Otoya, Himizu, and Kiora. Early in the match, Chiguri attempts to pass to Zentetsu near the goal. Karasu steals it and bounces it off his heel, only for Nagi to steal it back. He outwitted Karasu to perform a mid-air breakdance shot by doing a handspin, with the rest of his body still in the air. Then near the end of the game, with the score tied 4-4, Nagi and Baro form the strongest and horriblest prodigy duo and trade passes with each other to get past Kiora, Otoya, and Karasu. Baro is the first one to get a chance to shoot, but hesitates when the Phantom of Isagi appears before him. Realizing a shot like this wouldn't surpass Isagi, Baro passes the ball to Nagi, who performs a direct heel lift to get past Otoya. However, Nagi knows Isagi would still chase after him, so he goes head to head with the Phantom of Isagi, and even Baro starts to question if Nagi can feel Isagi too. Nagi kicks the ball off the ground while mid-air, and then scores the final goal to move on from the second selection. Then in his first match during the third selection, Yugi fires off a gyro shot, but Aryu sees it coming and is almost able to block it before Nagi appears with a super trap to finish off the goal, giving his team the lead against Team A that has Ren and Shido. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Nagi's next match against Team B, which would have been a rematch against Karasu and Otoya, but the scoreboard shows that Nagi did score 2 goals in another losing effort. His next goal is the epic one we see in the U20 match, where the ball falls towards him. He performs a shoot in motion into a rapid hold, then a tap lift into a jump and turn to score the first goal for Blue Lock and introduce himself to Japan. Then his last goal came against Isagi and Bastard Munchen while he's playing for Manshine City. During his time there, Agi and Chris Prince wanted to help Nagi evolve as a player and awaken to create his own plays. However, during the match, Nagi stops having fun playing soccer and was way more fun with Reo. He asked Reo to help him beat Isagi. Now that Reo is stronger, he believes they can beat Isagi now. With the aura of death around Nagi, he tells Reo that's not his ego, but his dream. Fortunately or unfortunately, Reo accepts and goes back to Nagi. He does a high-speed exchange with Nagi to bring the ball closer to the goal, while Agi is screaming for him to stop. Reo doesn't listen and offers up his complete chameleon style to help Nagi score goals. With Reo's final pass, he gets the ball in front of Nagi and Isagi. First, Nagi does a soft trap to keep the ball's momentum before doing a feint, which Isagi predicts. After all, Isagi was there when Nagi used the double feint volley. However, Nagi does another feint volley over Isagi, surprising him. Kaiser is right there though, but Nagi does the same yet again to the Emperor. Yet, Nagi is not finished as Isagi recovers to try to use a body block on him. That doesn't even work, as this Nagi has transcended what Metavision can even see by performing a 4th consecutive volley. Believing that he has awakened, Nagi tells Isagi that he is the world's best before completing his 5-stage feint volley to score a revolutionary goal. A goal that sets the world on fire, with many proclaiming Nagi as the best striker already. Even Nagi himself believes he beat Isagi then and there with that one goal, causing his aura to completely vanish. That would be the final goal of Nagi's Blue Lock career. Nagi would be satisfied with that though, like his dream had been fulfilled. Unfortunately, Ryo couldn't instill another fire inside Nagi, and had to watch helplessly, with tears in his eyes, as Nagi was eliminated from Blue Lock by Ego. Although it was very disappointing for Ryo, Nagi should at least be satisfied that Ryo's career didn't die before his did. That's one of the only things Nagi wanted at least. In any case, Nagi had a total of 26 goals during his Blue Lock career. My favorite goal is probably the Isagi Phantom one, because it was pretty hype seeing Baro and Nagi face the Phantom together, but the 5-shot revolver is a close second. Nagi is one of my favorite characters, which is why I felt like making a career highlights type of video on him. I can make more Blue Lock content too if y'all want it. But yeah, what was your favorite Nagi goal? And do you think he will ever return? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe. Peace.